I'm going to show you what life was like for us humans 10,000 years ago. This period of time is known as prehistory, and these prehistoric times ended only around 5,000 years ago when we started to write things down. So technically, you could say that history is only around 5,000 years old. I'll be taking you on a journey through history, from the beginning, all the way up until the Eiffel Tower was constructed in modern times.
At the river's edge, they drink, wash, and prepare food. All life begins with water. In the deep forest, wrapped in furs, they move with caution. Survival depends on silence. Simple shelters, warm fires. Here they share, rest, and begin to build community. Hides are scraped, softened, and stitched, clothing born from patience and necessity. By firelight, they sleep huddled close. In the darkness, the first human dreams unfold. Before metal, before writing, there was stone. Shaped by hand, it became the first tool of humankind. Threads are spun by hand, woven with care. Each fiber is a skill passed on. Simple tunics of flax and hide protect them from sun and wind. Villages rise from mud and straw, homes where life begins to settle. By the river they wash, gather food, and share the rhythm of daily life. With fire and clay, they shape the first vessels, useful and beautiful. Meals are cooked on clay hearths. Warmth, safety, and stories fill the night. They raise great stones toward the sky, not for shelter, but for meaning. Something has shifted. People no longer just survive. They begin to shape the land around them and plant. The world will never be the same again. For centuries, people lived simply, growing food, raising families. There were no armies, no war. Then came bronze, forged from copper and tin, stronger, sharper, and full of potential. As cities grow, so does greed. Land, metals, and food must now be defended or taken. Wool is spun, dyed, and woven by hand. Clothing now marks trade, rank, and identity. In the markets, linen and wool wrap the body, both protection and pride in every thread. In growing cities, families live in brick homes, sharing water wells and rooftop ovens. Cleanliness is simple and communal. Clay basins, water jugs, and clever stone drains. Meals are shared on reed mats, lentils, bread, and dates cooked over glowing coals. Now guards patrol the walls. Bronze blades and spears guard what once needed no guarding. Men gather with shields and chariots. War has arrived, not for survival, but for power. A triumph of stone in a world of bronze. This is currently the tallest man-made structure on Earth. So far, life has changed massively. People went from simple farming to building cities and great pyramids. Bronze gave us tools, weapons, and the first real wars. People began fighting over land, metal, and food. But bronze was hard to make. You needed tin and copper, and they weren't easy to find. Now people are just about to discover iron, hidden inside black rock. When these rocks were heated hot enough, the metal could be pulled out, shaped, and used. It was stronger, cheaper, and it changed everything. With iron in their hands, we're now going to see how people begin laying the groundwork for some of history's most legendary chapters. From forest to hilltops, Iron Age settlements begin to rise. Small villages held together by walls, kinship, and fire. Life grew more organized. People built roundhouses, raised livestock, and watched the horizon for signs of trouble. Textiles improved. Tunics, cloaks, and brooches showed identity. All handmade, dyed, and traded across regions. Basic roads and bridges let people move faster. Carts rolled from village to village, carrying iron, ideas, and ambition. A new way to share information was born, not in pictures, but in letters, the Phoenician alphabet. People no longer only followed local chiefs. They debated, shared ideas, and began shaping early civic life. The world was being mapped around them, using stars, coastlines, and the passing of the sun to guide their journeys. Iron was no longer rare. Towns with skilled blacksmiths became powerful, and trade brought their tools far and wide. With the power of iron, traders began seeking new markets and opportunities in distant lands, even if it meant crossing the seas. As sails cut across the sea, the world grew more connected. The age of empires was about to begin. A sturdy ship arrives at a grand Mediterranean port, carrying goods and people to one of the rising powers of the ancient world. The docks buzz with life, where merchants and citizens gather, dressed in simple wool and linen garments. From above, the vast city reveals its order and ambition. Roads stretch into the distance, connecting cities and villages, built for travel, trade, and armies, uniting distant lands under one empire. Columns climb toward the sky, carved from marble by skilled hands. With Roman concrete, builders create lasting structures. The refined arch and dome crown buildings like the Pantheon, a marvel of engineering. The Colosseum hosts thousands, its design mastering sound and crowd control. Aqueducts carry fresh water into cities, transforming daily life and health. Lighthouses guide ships safely along sea routes, beacons for trade and travel. The Parthenon, a masterpiece of Greek art, inspires the empire's culture and architecture. Markets buzz with life as families gather, voices rise, and daily routines unfold. For ordinary families, meals were modest, shared by firelight in small rooms, with simple food and simpler lives. In a comfortable villa, a wealthy Roman family shares a quiet meal, served by a few household staff, living with ease and order. Clothing and homes show the difference between the rich and the common people. In the village down below, music fills marble courtyards, with gentle flutes and strings inspiring joy and thought. Philosophers gather to share ideas, laying the foundations of science and government. In just one city, across a single lifetime, 3 minds reshape the way we think. Socrates asked the questions. Plato built a school to explore them, and Aristotle turned thought into science, logic, and the study of the natural world. Mathematicians refined numbers and shapes, building tools for knowledge and discovery. Latin and Greek scripts spread knowledge, connecting the empire's people. Maps chart the world, guiding explorers through land and sea. Disciplined legions train hard, the empire's strength made real by skill and order. Strong armor and weapons protect soldiers as they defend and expand the empire. Powerful siege machines break through defenses, key to conquering lands. Fierce battles mark the struggle to hold vast borders against invading forces. For over 5 centuries, the Roman Empire stretched across 3 continents. But managing such a vast empire became difficult. Economic troubles, invasions, and leadership challenges weakened its foundations. Slowly, the empire fell apart, making way for a new era, though its legacy remains forever.